Welcome to Naturally Photographic. On today's video, I wanted to talk about something that's very important in getting the shot that you want, and that is the f-stop. Now, for those who have never heard of an f-stop before, we're not talking about a word, the f-bomb. No, we're talking about an f-stop, which is basically, let me explain this to you. If you've never dealt with a camera before or know what a camera is all about, I'm going to explain this to you so that you can understand it. Imagine your eyeball. You got the lens, you got the retina, you got this nice space in between, but you also got this thing called an iris. It basically opens and closes to allow more light in or less light in. The camera has the same thing. It's called an aperture. And it's exactly the same thing. It's an iris. Now the f-stop controls how far the iris is going to open. So basically you have f-stop numbers. You got lower numbers and you got higher numbers, and it just kind of goes gradually in the middle of those. The reason why this is important, here's a few facts about the f-stops that you might want to know, and this can help you to control your pictures a lot better. The higher the number of the f-stop, so say f22, f32, the more you're going to have in focus. Now, kind of imagine if you see things blurry when you need glasses. It's people with 20/20 vision may not catch on to this right away, but when you need to see something clearer because it's a little bit blurry, you kind of squint. So you're lowering the amount that you're getting into your eye, and in the result is things get a little bit sharper. The same thing with the camera. Now the f22, it's a smaller aperture opening, which means that less light is going to get in. Now this does have an inherent problem. It means longer shutter speeds. So instead of 1/1000th of a second, you now have like 1/4 of a second. That's basically how that works. So it allows less light in, but it's going to do so much as far as putting everything into focus. Say for instance you wanted to take a picture of a person, like you're on vacation, take a picture of your partner, your kids, whatever, and you want the whole background. You want the mountain behind them or a historical landmark, and you want everything in focus. You're going to set the aperture to like f22 or f32, something like that. Even f16 can get a lot more clear. But let's say for instance you want a lot less information. You want just a person and nothing behind them to be in focus. You're going to draw out that person that way. This is a great way to draw out a person and put all your focus on them. Do it like f1.4, f2, f5, whatever. Keep the numbers low, and you're going to end up with only the person in focus. Everything behind that person is going to end up blurry. Now the thing about that is, now when you're going with a lower number, yes, less is in focus, but you are able to take pictures a lot faster. You won't need any assistance by a tripod because you're allowing more light in, and it uses faster shutter speeds. So no problem there. Now that's important. Now I'm going to show that I just took again of my harmonica that shows you basically the relationship with the f-stop and the aperture. Now the first one is f5.6. Now if you note, and this is at 1/125th of a second, which means pretty fast it will work. All of this is at a 400 speed film. Yes, I'm dealing with digital, but digital cameras can now allow you to choose which film speed you would have chosen had you used film. And the higher the number of film speed, the faster the shutter speeds. So anyways, in this case, I was able to take a picture of the harmonica, and everything is, other than a very narrow part, like a hole or two, is out of focus. Everything else, just that narrow spot, is in focus. And that's it. If you noticed in the background, you see something, you can't quite make out what it is. And I will tell you what it is. It's Venetian blinds. The dark one. It's really nice. Anyways, so it's completely out of focus. You can barely even tell what it is. Now, the second picture is the f/16. f/16 is taken at 1/16 of a second. So slower shutter speed, takes a little bit longer. But if you noticed, almost the entire harmonica is in focus, almost. It's still got some blurry edges, and you're starting to see a little bit more of those Venetian blinds in behind it. Now, the next one is an f/32. If you notice, basically the whole harmonica is in focus. Background, now it is still a little bit out of focus, but you can almost definitely make out exactly what it is. Shouldn't be a problem there. Now, the reason why there's still some out of focus is because of the fact that I am so close to the harmonica. It narrows the depth of field. It narrows how much is in focus. So you're dealing with a very narrow area to begin with. So if I were to back up, everything would be in focus. There would be no problem there. So that's basically how the aperture works, and the f-stops. Just remember, the higher the number, the more that's in focus, but the more light you're going, longer the shutter speeds, because you need more light. And the smaller numbers, less is in focus, but you don't need such slow shutter speeds because it's allowing more light to get to the sensor. So that's about it for f-stops. That's it's very important in composition of your pictures, because it lets you know how much is going to be in focus in your picture. And that's about it. So if you are new to my videos, please subscribe. I appreciate each and every one of my viewers and subscribers. And please like and share this video so that it may help somebody else who doesn't have access to my videos yet. So that's about it. So I hope you all have a great day and enjoy.